All right, good evening. Good evening again. It's morning. I'm very tired. Same things I say every time. Let's jump into this. Again, I don't know if I remember what's happening, but it'll come to me, just like all my exes. All right. Um, oh shit, we're jumping right into. Oh, we're in the court. Court time, baby. Let's fucking do it. Oh, I forgot he looked like that. I always am shocked that he looks like that every time I see him. Adrian did it? That's what it looks like. Dude, no way. That woman couldn't do anything. Wait, why do we think Adrian did it? Is that his blonde assistant? Because I don't think she did it. No offense. Oh, yeah, I do think she did it. For sure I think she did it. Okay, you're right. 23? Oh, there's a car outside. That's fun. 23. She's an entertainment manager at 23? No. She's a liar, she's a cheat, and she's a murderer. I guess. I'm not like... See, it seems like her. With the evidence we have so far, it seems like her. But my knowledge of, like, these games and how convoluted they like to make things makes me think, oh, maybe it's not her. Or maybe that's their own trick there. Or maybe she had an accomplice, and that's where it gets crazy. Look at his collarbones, little clavicle. David. What's his name? David on guard? Tom? What's his name? Sorry, we're just looking at profiles today. We're not even going to play the game. Matt Clavicle's more like it. Dude, no way that we're going to do it. In court today, there will be a mountain of evidence that will implicate you. A mountain of evidence? I'm certain there is someone out there trying very hard to pin this whole thing on you. Please, Mr. Lawyer, dude, like I said yesterday, I'm refreshing like a spring breeze, alright? What does that mean? Is that his catchphrase? Is it like his tagline? Did they give him that to say to people? I like it. He has such long hair in the back. I guess it's long. I've said this before. I said it's long everywhere, I guess. But it's just, I don't know, it looks interesting. It's so straight, too. I can't let any sort of scandal ruin that. I don't know why he speaks like that. I don't know why I do. I don't know why anybody does. Just kidding. That sounds like I hate accents. Moving forward, I'm very tired. I understand. Really so much time. Oh, I forgot she boobed up. Oh no, Mia. We must get a complete acquittal today. I know. I'm so annoying. But I can't focus on Maya's situation right now because I'm too busy looking at these fucking honkers on this bitch, am I right? Except for she's also in the body of a 9-year-old. But, like, that's not... It's hard. Me too. Just kidding. See, this is difficult. They really put me in a position here, and it's a position that, you know, as a well-adjusted adult, I should be able to handle, and I'm not handling it well because I'm... or pearls either. Okay, period. No matter what. When Bjork said a train of pearls, cabin by cabin, are shot precisely across an ocean or something like that. Excuse me, ma'am. That was obscene. Okay. I think about that a lot. Like, I think because it's such a good line, right? Let me know if you think it's a good line. Okay. No matter what, I have to focus on winning this case by the end of the day. Oh yeah, or else I lose Maya. They're gonna kablamo her little head in. Indeed. Well, let's get going. Oh god, I'm beeping again. It's him. Boop. This is Wright. Good morning. This is it, Mr. Attorney. The day of the trial. Maya. She's unharmed, right? Well, whoa, she's probably hungry. When I checked on her earlier this morning, she seemed a bit, how shall we say, tired. Probably, bitch. She's in captivity. Don't worry, people don't die that easily. Besides, what you really should be concentrating on is winning to... Fine, winning today's trial. Grr. For my sake as well as yours, you must, not mustn't. Do not let me fuck that up. You must win today's trial. Which is why... I sent you a little present. Oh, God, I hope it's a boner present. What in the world? Why would they boner? How do you send somebody a boner? And if anybody fucking says dick in a box, I'm gonna fucking vomit. It's so tired. It wasn't even funny at the time. Like, and I'm not, like, trying to be mean. I love SNL. I love some of the Lonely Island bits, but like, no. So how do you ship a boner? So I'm just talking sideways out of my mouth. Nothing I'm saying makes sense. I'm just being crude for no reason, and I am very sorry. Present, what in the world would you want to give me? Your boner. Okay. Sorry, I'm just being annoying at this point. You'll figure it out once the trial starts. How? And even if you don't like my gift, I expect you to graciously accept it and win today's contest. If you have anything you want, a non-daddy. Fuck me! I don't like this. Cut that. Anything you want, win this day's contest, if you please. Wait! Boop! He hates me. That man hates me. The kidnapper sent me a present? Mr. Lawyer Dude, who is that? No one. It has everything to do with him. It has nothing to do with you, so forget you heard anything. Dude, did your nose just get longer? Hey. What the fuck kind of Pinocchio bullshit is this? Fucking Geppetto. Like, get your hand out of my ass and let's get in that courtroom, buddy. We gotta get you acquitted. Oh, here we go. Oh, fuck. I have to deal with that incompetent, boomer-ass, senile, geriatric Jerry of a judge. I'm so upset. Where's the defense attorney? Oh, this is when they're gonna unveil my dude. What's his name? Edgeworth. Is he ever? I've probably made that joke 100 times. Court is now in session for the trial of Matt on guard. Are the prosecution and defense ready? The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh, whoa, looks like the prosecution's having a day off. I say, Mr. Wright, what happened to Miss Von I don't fucking know. I don't fucking care. I hope they deported her back to Germany. I hope she's somewhere in Germany being German, doing German things. Like, you know, later hosing sauerkraut. Take away the whip. I don't know, Your Honor. Why are you getting mad at me? Your Honor. Please be quiet, bailiff. Court is in session. Rude. That's your bailiff. If you must tell me something, please keep it brief. Now then, what is it? Prosecutor, has she been murdered? Another murder. Prosecutor Karma has this poor. Oh my! No, not Von Karma. Bye. I don't miss her. I don't miss her at all. How unfortunate. You know, we don't speak ill of the dead. But I bet she survived. It's a fucking Phoenix Wright game, and they hate me. I bet Von Karma is gonna be like, I'm here with a bullet in my head, and that's gonna be okay. No, I know Edgeworth's gonna be here because, like, I've known for a while. They must have hinted at it or something. What? Shot? Bitch, guys. Somehow, I think this is the. Oh my god, that's so fucked up. This is the present. That man was talking. Oh my god, my capture card's flashing quickly once more. Okay. His present. Miss Von Karma is one of the top prosecutors. You see, you say this, and she says this really herself. She just got to the country. She has lost every case she has had, to my knowledge. So we're not going to fall for this facade of her being one of the best in the country just because she says it over and over again and acts like it is true. That doesn't make it true. If she were to disappear, it would be to your advantage. Oh, okay. Well, thanks, walkie-talkie friend. This is one time when I was a kid, and by a kid I mean like, I don't know, maybe like, I think it was 4th, 5th. It was between 5th and 6th grade. We were traveling across the country because we moved all the time because we were military. And I had these like walkie-talkies. They were like nice ones, like 10-mile radius ones that had like all the different channels, you know. And me and my brother, just in the car, this must have like been pissing off everybody else in the car as we were traveling across the country, just playing with these walkie-talkies in the car. And I guess we were close enough to a construction site on the same channel. And this woman voice came on the thing. She's like, y'all need to find a different channel to play on. And then we did not find a different channel to play on. And we thought that was hilarious. And I think about that all the time. This is totally insane. Miss Von Karma, is she all right? I don't have that answer. Oh, she's stable. She's alive in a stable condition. That's good. Phew. I bet that was Edgeworth. It was Edgeworth. You're... I thought he'd show up. I thought he would too. Why is he on the stand though? Okay, hey Edgeworth. Your Honor. I have to give him a voice? Whoa, Edgeworth doesn't have a voice. Oh no. He might just get default dude voice, which is just my voice. Due to the this is him speaking. Let's see. Due to the circumstances, Miss Francisca von Karma cannot appear in court today. I, Miles Edgeworth, will be taking her place. The prosecution is ready. Naturally. Anything you want, no baby. Sorry. The prosecution is ready. Naturally. Hubba-bubba. Look at him. He's standing there stiff as a board in his red suit. He looks nice, though. I hate that ruffly thing. That's kind of garbage. Miss von Karma was shot in her right shoulder and is currently undergoing surgery. Luckily, I have looked this case over and am familiar with the details. The prosecution seeks to prove the guilt of Mr. Matt Ungard. Whoa. The court acknowledges the I almost said prostitution, you guys. I'm sorry. Prosecution. Right? I finally found the answer I was struggling for on my long journey this past year. And the answer is top. That's not funny. Alright, oh, think. Oh, no. Oh, he looks like a jerk right now. It's kind of hot, though, like the way, ooh, hello. By the time this case comes to an end, you two will know the answer. Huh? Now then, the prosecution would like to call its first witness. Please bring detective... Yes, he's always the first witness, and he's always number one in my heart. Please bring Detective Gumshoe to the witness stand. I'm just giving him, like, a dude voice with Von Karma's inflection, I feel like. Witness, your name and occupation. My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm a detective down at the precinct. For now. For now? After this trial's over, I'm supposed to turn in my badge, sir. Detective Gumshoe? He better not. I need Detective Gumshoe. The prosecution has no need for a depressed Then cheer him up. Do a little clap. Look, get more curls. He'll cheer him up. No need for a depressed witness. Slam-a-dam-dam. Lift your head up and face forward like a proud officer, Detective Dick Gumshoe. There we go. He's huffing. Look at his fucking chest and his loose tie and the way it like lifts with his. Oh my fucking god, you guys. Yes, sir. Now let's have your testimony. If we want to explore the various I can't read. If we want to explore the various facets of this case, we must start with that. Get ready, Phoenix. This is going to be one very rough fight. No, I can't be a quick court case and I can never play this game ever again and I can be done. I bet there's another case after this. Like, turnabout, one more case. And I'm going to be like, come on, turnabout, I'm leaving. Turnabout, kill me. You to fight. Yeah, it would have to be with Edgeworth as my opponent. Well, for old time's sake, you know? He's gonna fucking be a pain in my ass. Not like that. The answer he was struggling for. Interesting. Show me this answer you finally found, Edgeworth. This is too, like, philosophical. Like, he's learning about himself. Like, is he, like, a depressed mom who's, like, in her 50s now? Like, I'm finally learning to get to know, like, I'm finally getting to know Pam. Myself, you know? I'm getting to know myself. Shut up, Sia. Bare facts of the case. Oh, bare facts? I got some bear facts. Did you know that if you're running from a bear, you should run downhill? Something about their stupid little legs makes it so that running downhill don't work right for them. Or is it uphill? I don't know. If you're running from a bear, find a hill and go do something with it. You got a 50% chance of it working well for you. Bear facts. Barebacks. Oh, no. The only way to do it. Am I right? Just kidding. Use a condom, but also, like, don't. How boring. Get a life, you know? Grow up. Effects of the case. Sorry. We're not in an AIDS epidemic anymore. We're in a fucking COVID pandemic, so, like, I can say fuck bear, you know? Like, bareback, not like bears. Don't fuck bears. Oh, but in the gay community, don't they care? Don't they call the big guys bears? You can fuck bears. Don't, you know, don't exclude bears. But don't fuck animals, I guess, is kind of my, statement there. Can I fuck a centaur? Let me know. This murder happened after the Hero of Heroes Award ceremony, sir. Ah, yes, the, like, table knife. Oh, look at the cute little boat head around his waist. Is that part of his costume, or is that just like accoutrement that somebody put there for him? Like the murderer was like, you know, it'd be so cute. The victim, Juan Carrito, was found dead in his hotel room. After looking into the cause of death, we believe he was definitely murdered, sir. At first, we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case, because it is suspicious. However, we later found that the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder. Says who? Based on what? Like, tell me why you say that, Sir Gumshoe. Oh, I'm probably going to press on him, so, like, I get to ask him. Boop. After the award ceremony ended, the victim was alone in his room? Yes, sir. Both the victim and defendant went alone to their rooms, sir. Alone? But one of them had dinner with a lady. Alone. Remember that episode of SpongeBob? Alone. Alright. I see, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. I definitely will. Thank you for the, like, go ahead, and I do appreciate it. Thanks for, like, being, like, the mayor with the big scissors, cutting the ribbon for me to go to Bear Facts. Did you know that the bears have some beds in their houses, and Goldilocks was like, not for me. What a tale, right? Alright, the murder, I'm so... my thoughts aren't complete. My oh my. The murder happened after here. I trust you. The victim, Juan Carrito, was found. That sounds about right. After looking into the cause of death, we believe he was definitely murdered for sure. At first I thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar guy, because there is. However, we later found out that the guitar guy had nothing to do with the murder. And see, why do you say that? That's very odd to me. What convinced you it had nothing to do with the case? The guitar wasn't at the Gatewater Hotel that night. Well then, where was it? The bright red guitar was eventually found at the TV studio. The victim, Juan Carrito, had apparently only taken the case with him, sir. So you mean he forgot to put the guitar inside the case? Yes, sir. Even when he was on stage for the ceremony, he didn't have his guitar. So the guitar case was empty even before he got to the hotel. Yeah, that's right. So it really had nothing to do with the case after all. He is so handsome. That open eye is a little spooky, a little spooked magooked. I want to fight James Charles, I do. But that sound bite of him saying, it's a little spooked magooked. I fucking think that's so funny. The way he speaks is really, like, I do love, like, in, like, a sense of, like, what a character. I love a strong character. We don't love James Charles, but we love, like, an interesting character. And what an interesting character, you know? And that's right, so it really had nothing to do with that case after all. Our first order of business should be to gather more info from his testimony. Oh, that wasn't what I was supposed to press on? Fine. There may be a trap, maybe. However, setting off traps is part of a lawyer's job, too. Okay, fucking bomb squad, if you say so. Of course, we're supposed to escape from them, too, wouldn't you say? Okay, I'm gonna press on the second to last one. And why did you think that about the guitar case? Because it was empty, pal. Look at that. The German ninja doesn't go anywhere without his bright red guitar. And we couldn't find it anywhere at the scene of the crime. Oh. Then how about this theory? A fan really wanted the guitar and did the crime to get it. How's that? I fucking hate this old man. He's so stupid. Like, why... Oh, I'm gonna fight him. How's that? We thought of that too, but it's fucking stupid. The only fingerprints on the guitar case were the victims. Only the victims? Huh? I see. Well, so much for my theory then. Guitar case emptied in the court. My knee hurts. Empty. There's some water, but only on top of the lid. Bears. Bears. That's 2 bears and 1 more, and we've got the 3 bears. Now all we need is gold. Oh my god. I could be Goldilocks. I'm just so cute, petite, little, and picky. Bears create his fingerprint. What am I saying? Tell me what I'm saying. Alright, so I didn't press what I needed. Oh boy. Alright, I'll start pressing on everything since apparently I'm a fucking dunce. Ooh. Would you please give us a brief timeline of what happened after the ceremony? Okay, pal. The ceremony started at 6 p.m. It ended around 8 p.m. And then there was a short break. A special post-ceremony show was supposed to start in the lobby 30 minutes later. And that's when the victim's body was found, correct? Which is to... Oh, Edward. Which is to say, the murder occurred during the 30-minute break period. Please continue with your testimony, detective. Alrighty. The victim was found in his hotel room. Are you sure about this? The person who discovered the victim's body was Adrian Andrews, correct? Yeah. Who is this Adrian Andrews you're talking about? She's the defendant, Matt Unguard's manager. She's a really pretty lady, sir. Ah, so she's a pretty lady. I wonder if she will grace us with her presence. Oh man, we've had enough presents today. No more presents. When the post-ceremony show was about to start, she went to get Mr. Unguard. After visiting his room, she next went to the victim's room to get him for the show, sir. I see. And that's when she found the victim's body? After looking at the cause of death, we believe he was definitely murdered, sir. Hold it. The cause of death. Wasn't that because Mr. Credo was stabbed in the chest? Only a careless amateur would believe something so brainless as that, pal. Pew, 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 pew. Okay. Take a good hard look at the crime photo. Now, a real pro's attention would be drawn here to this bandana. Where, bitch? Oh, around his neck? Oh no, he got a little carried away. Banana. I fucking hate this man. I hate him. Oh my god. His bandana, sir. That's the thing wrapped tightly around his neck, sir. Ah, yes, I see. His banana-scented bandana. Oh boy, we need to put these people in homes. Alright. And we let these people vote? Then what about the knife? It seems to have been stuck in the victim's chest on purpose after his death to frame Mr. Corrida, if you ask me. No, wait, Juan died. To frame Mr. Unguard. What's his name? It's like Matt, Michael, Tom. I can't. It's like a normal, very basic boy name. Where is he at? Matthew Nicole Miller. We have a crafty murderer on our hands here. Autopsy report added to the court record. Time of death 8:15 p.m. Cause strangled with a scarf, then stabbed with a knife. I believe that is enough. First, the victim was choked to death with his bandana, Judge. Then after the victim was dead, the killer deliberately stabbed him with a knife. Which brings me to my next point. Click, and it has like a PowerPoint slide. Why then did the police arrest Matt Unguard? Because there was reason enough to suspect him. What's that reason, Edgeworth? This is your job. Come on. You're better than this. Here it comes. Look like Edgeworth is back in full swing. Very well, Detective Gumshoe, please testify about this matter. Yes, sir. Is this a new testimony? Why arrest Unguard? Yep, new testimony. Why? Matt Unguard and Juan Corrida were huge rivals with each other. They each thought the other guy was in his way. That's motive enough in my book. As for evidence, there's the gem and ninja's button. Oh, it's covered in blood. That's not good. It was ripped off the ninja costume and found in Mr. Unguard's hakama. The defendant's fingerprints were also all over the knife. Oh, it's gold. That's kind of nice. The defendant bought the knife for the crime, which makes this a premeditated murder. As if knives aren't just laying around, no offense. So the defendant's fingerprints were found on the knife used in the stabbing. Sorry about the yawn. Maybe I'll cut it out. Maybe I won't. Depends on how much I feel like I love you guys today. It was sort of sticky on the handle, so the fingerprints came off pretty clearly, sir, because they were eating, probably. Knife added to the court record bears the victim's blood and Unguard's fingerprints in the grip Gatewater. See, it's from his dinner at the Gatewater Hotel, because it's like, hello. Also, clearly not like bought ahead of time, because is this Gatewater. You guys, Gumshoe, everybody, you're overlooking something. And by overlooking, I mean like conveniently, purposefully, I'm sure, and maliciously even, ignoring big details. And there's this button. That was found on the defendant's clothes, was it? And is this button also covered in blood? If this first of all, it looks like an egg. It looks like an egg if I tried to lay it. Second of all, is this gotten to the court record? I don't need more evidence. I have too much shit to handle at this point. You guys are gonna confuse me. And once this thing gets heated and I'm presenting evidence and pushing and losing health and doing all the things back and forth, and Von Karma got shot in the shoulder. That's not too bad. Just kidding. That violence against women, and also like gun violence. But once we get to that state of this court case actually being in action, I'm gonna be like, well, I don't know. I have 1,000 pieces of evidence. Yes, and we know that the blood on it is the victim's blood, sir. How do we know that? What? Gemma Ninja's button added to the court record. Thanks, Gumshoe. Was ripped from his costume, is covered in Kurita's blood, found in on guard's Hakama. All of this points very clearly to the defendant, doesn't it? Yes, it most certainly does, Your Honor. Ready to give in yet, Wright? Honestly, never. I'll find your hole. You can press as hard as you'd like. Just hurry up with your usual pounding. Why arrest on guard? I do my stupid pressing. Sounds about right. They shot the other guys. That is motive. Yawning. I should probably press on him being like, clearly this is premeditated. Was that part of his statement? I feel like maybe it wasn't. Yeah, this is stupid as shit. Let's talk about this. Maybe I should have presented the knife because it says Gatewater, but let's press. There's no way this was a premeditated murder. Even if he bought the knife. He didn't buy the knife. Sorry, pal. This isn't some pocket knife. It doesn't fold, so it's not great for walking around with either. It's not that sharp either. You can do whatever you want. I could stick that right down my pants and be like, I'm walking out. Like, it wouldn't be a big deal. I'm not going to cut my winky. Like, it's going to be okay. It's like a table knife. Ah, well, this is not good. If the prosecution can prove it was a premeditated, which they can't, we're done for. Phoenix. Yes? There's something very interesting about what the detective I'm so annoying. I promise I don't have a stutter in my usual life, but here we are. I know, he says something crazy. I don't need to think carefully. It's not too late. A button covered in the victim's blood and a knife with unguard's fingerprints. Be grateful. If the judge were more rash, he would have already pounded his gavel in closing. We're still in a world of trouble. Well, before any battle, you must find your enemy's weakness. So let's find the weakness in this testimony. I already know what it is, no matter how small it may be. Okay, Phoenix? Alrighty. We're gonna present the knife, which I just received. These three all look the same. Why are they doing this to me? In all the pictures, like, boom, they all look the same too. And I get that, like, this one looks like a little different, a little flatter, but, like, don't do this to me. Here's the knife. Here's my objection. Look at my shoulder pads. What a fucking broad man. Wait a second. What? So the basis of your argument that this was a premeditated murder is simply that my client bought a knife beforehand? That's right, pal. The defendant did not buy this knife. Huh? Take a good look at the handle of this knife and you'll see what I'm talking about. Huh? It has a Gatewater steel set into the handle. Gatewater? I think I've heard that name somewhere before. Oh man, that's the name of the hotel. I'm not gonna call you a dunce or anything mean because I love you. Buddy, that's the name of the hotel, okay? The Gatewater Hotel. Uh-oh. The murder knife was actually property of the hotel. The hotel did the murder. Which means this murder was not premeditated. Hammer, 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 slam, slam. That not slamming. Slamming is something gays do with drugs. If you know what slamming is, leave a like. Yes, that is very true. This is very big. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm sorry, but the defense is simply too careless. What? There's my jerk face. I think whether the crime was premeditated or not has already been determined. How so? I admit this knife is hotel property. There is no one currently on the police force that is dumb enough not to realize this. Be nice to Gumshoe, he's my man. Please be nice to Gumshoe, I love him very much. But I didn't... Oh. The question is... Where did this knife come from? Why is that obvious? It came... Why that's obvious? My mistake, y'all. It came from the victim, Mr. No, it did not. It came from Matt's room. And they were eating dinner. Shaky, shaky, my weird fucking bangs. Sorry, Your Honor, but that is incorrect. Look at all those bears. The victim ate his last meal before he was murdered. With that being the case, I would like to draw the court's attention to what is on top of the table. His knife. A knife! What do you have? A knife! I love that video. There's a knife and a fork on the table. Where do we get this photo? Then, where in the world did this knife come from? Great question. Thinky think. If it pleases the court, I would like for us to recall the room of the defendant, Mr. Matt Guard. As you can see, he is missing a knife, especially what was on top of his table. There is something missing. Perhaps it is a single knife? Yes, it very much is. Where are you going with this, buddy? We investigated the leftover dishes for fingerprints, and while we were investigating... My mic was very far away from my mouth, and it's probably quiet. Sorry, guys. I moved it forward now. We came to the conclusion that Mr. Matt Unguard's knife was missing. Mr. Ungard had gone to the victim's room with the knife he had used during dinner. Why would he carry a knife on to visit? I can't read. My throat hurts so bad. Why would he carry a knife on a visit? To kill, of course. And with that, I believe the prosecution has proven this was a premeditated murder. Oh, look at him. Gumshoe from behind. He looking like a whole-ass rectangle. Amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. Absolutely brilliant. A brilliantly clear deduction. This... God, get your fucking cock sucked by somebody else next time. It seems like Edgeworth had this plan from the very beginning. This must be one of those traps, and I just walked headlong into it. Bang, bang. A murder weapon with fingerprints and a button from the victim's costume. There is quite a sizable amount of evidence here. I can safely say that any further deliberation is a waste of your Honor's time. Although, I wouldn't mind if the defense were to present evidence not yet shown to the court. That's not his voice, I'm sorry. Evidence not yet shown? He means evidence that the court hasn't seen yet. In other words, new evidence. What does the defense... Oh, I can't speak! What does the defense have to say about this, Mr. Wright? Well... Phoenix, the judge is favoring the prosecution right now. As he always says, if we answer with something wrong here, fucking have an option. That gavel of his will be ringing out to the sound of our defeat. What? That gavel of his will be ringing out to the sound of our defeat. I guess it makes sense. I just didn't expect that. Mr. Wright, do you have something important and necessary? Oh, do I? And necessary to present to this court? First of all, let me save. Save over this one. Alright. I'm going to say I do. Actually, I do. Hands down, stern as shit, there's one. One piece of evidence that catches my attention. Something that this court has yet to see. Mr. Wright, I will say this one more time. I do not feel this trial needs to continue at all. However, I'm giving you one chance because I'm a little bitch and only one. What the judge is saying, Wright, is don't try pulling one of your usual bluffs here. If I mess this up, it's curtains for all of us. All my voices are blending together because they all have the same fucking voice. Uh-oh. Oh, shit, it is all my health. They were not kidding. You may now present one and only one piece of evidence. Now then, what is this important evidence that you must show to the court? I'm out of breath. My throat hurts. I wish I was dead. I don't wish I was dead. Life's a joy. Is it the fucking drink? Yeah, so oh, we don't actually have the camera. If we had our camera, that could prove something because she had photos. But we don't have the camera. We just have the concept of the camera, I guess, as evidence. Like the fact that like it exists and was lost. That's the evidence I have. Okay, we're gonna go. Yeah, this is all stupid. Because the court knows about these. They just okay. Cross your fingers, hold your toes. We're all gonna fucking die when my evidence blows. Let's go. This is a wine glass. It has fucking V8 in it, like some freak shit. It's fucking crazy. And I bring this up not just because I feel like it proves a point, which definitely it does. Trust me, I know where I'm going with this. But also I feel like I want to bring this to the court's attention so that we can hopefully begin prosecuting whoever fucking is drinking V8 out of a wine glass. Because I think that if we can find out whose wine glass this was, we found the murderer. Anybody that drinks fucking V8 or a fucking Bud Light Chelada from a fucking wine glass is clearly a psychopath. And I mean, unless you think there were two psychopaths in the hotel that night, I'm going to assume that this psychopath did the murder. Please look at the photo of the crime scene. One more time. Shame they died. Death died young, you know? The scene is death died young. The scene is a mess. No, it's not. The scene is a mess because of the victim's struggle against his assailant. The vase was broken, his makeup's all over the floor. These were all the things that were at one point sitting on top of the dresser. Well, I see your point. However, this glass. This is sitting on top of the dresser. This glass that is sitting on top of the dresser is totally, mysteriously untouched. The only thing that had not fallen over along with everything else is this wine glass filled with fucking V8. And it's getting on my nerves that somebody had the fucking balls to do this. Who is drinking V8 from a wine glass? Oh my god, I'm so upset. This piece of evidence is more than... Yeah, it fucking is strange enough to warrant further consideration. Everybody's perioding all over the fucking courtroom. I guess that's ellipses. But ellipses is just 3 periods. You know? So that was like 9. Well. What do you all have to say? I need your validation, you guys. Buds. Well, yes. It is a little peculiar. I know it's peculiar. I promise I'm not illiterate. Yes, isn't it? I thought it was. You can stop looking at me with those puppy dog eyes of yours now, Mr. Edgeworth. What is it, Your Honor? Your opinion. You don't need my opinion, because there is no special meaning to that glass. Oh, it's V8 in a fucking wine glass. No special meaning. The meaning is Satan lives, and we need to find them. What? Shake my head and shrug. It's safe to say that the glass was set here after the crime took place. I'm just throwing voices out willy-nilly at this point. Sorry, let me do that one over again. It's safe to say that the wine glass was set there after the crime took place. By the person who discovered the body. Adrian Andrews first. You might have placed it there. I'll give you that. For example, not examples. Oh my god. She could have easily been so shocked that she set the wine glass down without thinking. That does sound very... It actually kind of does sound plausible. But here's why it's not plausible. Could Miss Andrews really have set the glass down? Oh, fuck. There's no fucking way. Because I cut off her hands. If I appear weak here, the trial's... If you appear weak anywhere, the trial's over. I can look for my proof later. Period. For now, I should trust my instinct and point with certainty. They just might fall for it if you're thought-provoking enough. Alright. The defense would like to challenge the prosecution's theory. We would like to see something that proves it was Miss Andrews. We would like to see something that proves it was Miss Andrews who set the cup on the table. You've turned the situation on its head yet again, as usual. Yet again, as usual? Like, come on. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any proof to back up your claim? There's no way he has any. He's just fucking bluffing. Unlike Mr. Wright, I never say anything unless I have the evidence to support it. What? Thinky. You're not thinking hard enough, Wright. Did you think this wine glass escaped my notice? Then, of course it had been... Of course it had been thoroughly inspected for fingerprints. Okay, fingerprints, and... There were only one set of fingerprints left on this wine glass. Only one? Well, whose were they? They were not the victims nor the defendants. Rather, they were one Adrian Andrews. Well, then, throw in the break, you guys. I mean, at this point, she was drinking a Bud Light Chelada out of a wine glass. Send her to jail. What? Wine glass updated in the court record. That is why I said that the person who had discovered the body had left it there. Are we done here, Mr. Wright? Grr, I can't believe I fell into another trap. Miss Andrews was probably holding the glass when she went to see Mr. Kurita. Stabby. But upon seeing his dead body, she was stunned and set the glass down on the dresser. Why was she going to see him? 'Cause she wanted to kiss him, probably. She's a two-time tramp. Just kidding. I'm sorry, I said tramp. And set the glass on the dresser. What you just said makes a lot of sense, but that's not evidence. It's just reiterating what you... Oh, fingerprints. The fingerprints were... Yeah, okay, you got a point. Tisk. Oh, God, Von Karma says that. Now, do you see, right? You can't change any part of my scenario as it explains everything all too well. I need to cut this video. It's getting long. Grr. I thought long and hard. This past year about what it means to be a prosecutor. And from here on out, I will show you the answer I have come to discover. I have come to discover after this call. I need to nut. I'm going to jerk off and have a great time. After this call, after this video, sorry. Wait a second. Mr. Edgeworth. I think the prosecution has provided enough evidence for me to enter my verdict. Unfortunately, I cannot allow you to pass judgment yet. The prosecution is yet another... Oh, fucking Lord. More. We would like... Actually, I'm glad, because I don't want the judgment. Would like the court to hear from another witness. Yes. Bailiff, please bring in the next witness. Alright, and with that, we're gonna end the video. Tune in next time if you want to see who the fuck the witness is. It's gotta be like... not a lot of heart yet. But I hope she appears back up. It's gotta be a Huffpuff. But we'll see, you know. I'm gonna save here. You guys have a great day. Thanks for chilling. Thanks for tearing up my throat. Except for... No, I did tear up my throat doing this, though. And it's ruining my day. Alright. You guys have a good one. Bye.